I
sorry.
find it interesting that a person living through it feels it that way because we're seeing it from the outside, like, "Oh, these girls have changed. Now they're saying all this shit." But that's all you've ever known, basically.
In a sense.
And you still feel this is very uncomfortable. This is some weird shit.
Yeah, because it's not right, bro.
Yeah.
It's not right. I'm a man,
And
you're a
all
woman.
you've ever
We
known.
have dynamics. We have gender roles, bro. I don't believe in this whole... Don't get me wrong, man. Like, I also don't want to get canceled by social media because social media is a bitch. You know what I mean? But like, I do believe in the standards that our parents grew up in. And the things that they did to, like, you know what I mean?
And there's some positives that you
there's
can
some
throw.
parts that there's some parts that I can throw away. You know what I mean? Also, like GBV and stuff. Like, I'm against that, bro. I'm against like any harm to women. I'm against disrespect to women. I'm against disrespect to men as well. You know what I mean? We should respect each other and treat each other as fucking human beings, bro. We're like, at the end of the day, bro. You know what I mean? There are dynamics that we have to serve in this life and this purpose. You know what I mean? And we like to play this role as if like we're bigger and we're better and we're more enlightened and we're high holy. We're on a high horse of like, yeah, this is the new age of fuck the new age, bro. This new age is built by the West, bro. They create all these different theorems and ideas that fuck up our minds, and we think we're black, bro. First of all, we're black, bro. We're cultured.
Okay,
we're cultured
just
people, bro.
wait.
And
But on that,
when
Fundo, as much as you say, drawing from Abazali, drawing from maybe the generation above, there's certain things where it's clear and obvious that the guys from the 80s and the guys from the 90s and then the 2000s, whatever the case may be, the thinking is so different.
Yeah.
And I think we don't have enough of these conversations. I was sitting today, we're trying to pitch for an alcohol brand. And there's Gen Zs in the space, you know, and they call themselves older Gen Zs because they're like 95 or whatever the case may be, you know. And listening to some of the sisters and the brothers talk, hey guys, I'm sitting, I'm like, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Angazi, bro. Angazi. We're talking about the same alcohol brand, but we're hitting it from different sides. And I can just imagine when we talk about things like relationship dynamics.
Where's
like,
your car?
Yeah.
I'm saying it's gonna go crazy.
You know, or you spoke about GBV or something like that, where Tina, our thinking and our rationale around things to us makes sense because that's what we grew up in. Yeah. Now you're talking to a person who, and in my team, there's a person who's born in 1999. You know, so you're sitting there and I'm looking at this person. I'm like, hey, you're closer to my son than you are to me. Yeah. You know, like it's crazy. But you look at these dynamics and you're like, wow, we are so far detached and we constantly bumping heads.
Yeah.
Because you speaking Spanish, we speaking Mandarin.
Yeah.
You know, and somewhere down the line, someone needs to translate these things so that we can actually align. Because asnizwa or asbezwa bona, and as a result, we think what they're saying is stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
And we disregard certain things like
instead of coming to an understanding, not even that you buy into it or you accept it as a new norm.
Yeah.
But to understand what the new generation is going through and what we're dealing with.
What are you guys going through?
I wouldn't say
From
like
a
we're going through
relation-
like heartache or whatever.
Let's say relationship perspective.
Not to Fundo. Right now, you are the spokesperson for a person who's born in 96. Let's just say.
Yeah.
You
I was
are the
born in 97, but yes.
Okay, 97.
Yeah.
My bad. So let's just say you are talking for the average person through your experience, not to Fundo.
Not you, please.
Not
Not
me.
to Fundo.
Yeah,
Not to Fundo.
not me.
Okay.
Because I've had these multiple conversations.
Hey,
with
cause we
judges.
know that
keep going.
answer for you, man.
I've had
But he
multiple.
is the average of his generation.
Yeah,
He's not.
Trust me. A lot of us think
Nah,
like
he's
this.
not.
A lot of my friends.
I wanna hear the average.
A lot do,
No, he's not.
but you're not the average.
Yeah. No, I'm not the average. I'm
Yes.
an outlier. I'm
Yes, he
definitely
is an outlier. No, he's not.
definitely an outlier, bro.
He's definitely an outlier.
Like gents like
So-
me, gents my age, do the dumbest shit. No offense to those niggas. Actually, offense to y'all. Fuck y'all. You know what I mean? Just like me, they do the dumbest shit, bro. They are womanizers. They play this game. They think life is about being cool and standing by the corner there, acting like you're suave.
see,
and shit.
They're living a music video.
You know what I mean?
I've always said rap did something very interesting, hip hop, to the current generation because they've never known life without rap. So they really believe the rhymes there.
Yeah.
They believe that is how you speak to a woman.
Yeah.
Like every now and then I'll see.
But think about our formative age. When we were going from 0 to let's say 7, 8, we were R&B, bruh.
Yeah. But that's more love. That's more love. But then the thing is,
because even the sisters, even the sisters that were speaking, they were speaking about like black brother. Yeah, like they were singing. They're like,
But my thing is,
and when I ate, for grade 3, yeah.
But my thing is, look
black
at
bro.
that. Now look at that. Exactly that. What you're talking about. Look at how they used to speak about each other back then.
Yeah.
And look at how we speak about each other now.
Sure. but
women, most of the women,
ban.
not most of the women, but a lot of the women that are coming up now in the rap game or like music. I say rap because that's the example we're using. They shit on niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I understand because rap also used to shit on women back in the day. Like,
Yeah.
used to call them bitches and all these things.
Still
like,
do.
Yeah, still do. Yeah, still do. But now it's more rife, man. Now it's more heavily. It's more like, we get girls twerking in videos and stuff. And it's like, we're going to sexualize women all this, like, forever, in rap.
Yeah.
And I'm also a rapper. I'm a musician. I want to say musician because I don't think I primarily stick to rap, And I try to break that boundary in the sense that, like, I'll talk about things that are more meaningful to, like, a more psychological, entity and as a gent, you know what I mean? And specifically myself, you know what I mean? And I don't find a lot of niggas doing that. That's why I was also saying I'm an outlier.
Outlier, sure.